Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, November 7th, 2018. I'm with my friends, Kim Johnson to my left.
Hello.
And Fuego to her left.
Good morning.
It is still morning, isn't it? Wow, I can't believe that. Let us know you can hear us or see us. We're in the dining room at the Citrus Club, which is a little louder than we're used to. So, and I know we're a little bit past the time, but you know, sometimes things happen. I see you guys popping on, so give us a heart or a thumbs up. Michael's on. We're fighting a Shirley Stamper. I know Shirley's going to tell me whether she can hear me or see me. Oh, I got a heart, so we're good. All right, so welcome to the show. So we have a big event coming up, November 13th.
Yes.
Instagram 101. We've got non-pros here, and then we've got Fuego, who's the real pro.
Yes.
So we wanted to give you kind of a sneak peek about that, and then kind of give you some teasers about social media, which everybody's interested in doing better at. And so Fuego is the expert, and Kim and I are just, we're just here for the ride. So tell them a little bit about you. We'll start with Kim, and then we'll go to Fuego.
Yes, Kim Johnson. I am from Orlando, been here for the last 11 years. We just launched our real estate company, the CRG Home Team in Orlando.
It was a great launch party.
Yes.
It was awesome.
It was in October, so really excited to be here and enter into the real estate market. I also have a consulting agency that I coach and train real estate professionals on how to build and grow their business from an operational and financial perspective. So one of the things that we're doing towards the end of this year, which is the Instagram class and moving into the next year, is really providing great content and training events that you can learn and grow, your business and things that are tactical and leave with, great
She
education.
comes from working behind the scenes at a major chain.
Yes.
Not restaurant, but a major chain retail store. So she's got that analytical brain,
Yes.
which is awesome because you don't see that a lot. No offense, realtors. You don't see that in the real estate world very much.
Yes.
Because it's very sales and very people oriented.
Yes.
Not that you're not, but you've got that really cool combination background, which I
Yes.
love.
Yeah, and
All right.
that's really what we do.
And so Fuego, I know I tagged him as Henry Lewis, but Fuego is his creator name, right? So welcome to the show. Give us some information about you.
Walter Fuego. I'm a multi-hyphenate photographer, filmmaker, graphic designer. I also founded Studio 17 TV, which is a few different things. But my experience with social media spans back, long time. So as a creative entrepreneur, you have to find shortcuts and different ways to be effective without
Absolutely.
stretching yourself out. So I apply all that knowledge that I've accumulated over the last maybe 10 years, and I compact it, package it really nice, and then deliver it to you guys so that you can apply it not like a week later, but when
Right
you get
now.
into right now.
How did you come up with the name? Where is Walter Fuego? Where does that come from? I think we all kind of know what Fuego implies.
Yeah.
They're on fire, it's spicy. I mean, there's a million different things it could be. But where did you come up with that moniker?
I'm a 3-time Central Florida All-Star point guard. So when I used to shoot,
I do a lot of research, folks, as you know. Not really prepared as usual.
so when I used to shoot, I used to always say Fuego. And then when I would go to tournaments and I would shoot, the crowd would say Fuego. So it just kind of stuck. And then when I became a filmmaker, I wanted a distinguished first name. So the first thing that came up was Walter.
I mean, that's definitely an interesting combination, Walter Fuego. But you
Yeah.
go by Fuego.
Yes.
So where did you played UCF?
No, I played as high school basketball.
Oh, nice, nice. So Fuego. So that's what I'm gonna make sure everybody yells that when we walk into the event on the 13th. Fuego. So talk about Instagram. Why is it important for people to really learn how to utilize Instagram and social media? I feel like people do it, but they don't do it effectively or impactfully for their businesses. I mean, it's one thing if you're taking pictures of food and you're not using it for business. I get that.
Right.
I don't really want to see all those pictures, by the way. But for people who are in business, it's super important to really know how to be effective at it.
And some people think Instagram is just, an app for hipsters or for food shots or fashion, but I think a lot of people ignore it, and it's a tool that, in this era, is super valuable. because of how much people are on Instagram. It's 4 billion likes a day on Instagram, so
Wow.
people are engaged. And if you kind of brush it off as, you know, something that I don't need, or it's just another social media app to manage, you're doing yourself a disservice, because millennials are buying houses if you're in the real estate
Absolutely.
industry. So for you to, and anybody knows this in business, for you to sell a demo, you need to be where they are. And Instagram is where these young, successful millennials are. And if you want to sell a house to them, they're not really going to go into LinkedIn that much. And Facebook is too distracting. But Instagram, you can captivate their attention, especially with Instagram TV.
So that's new. So you have to be 10 IGTV. It's sort of YouTube competitor, I guess, for lack of a better word, for people that understand that. 10 minutes or less, right? The video has to be. I mean, I know enough to be dangerous because I've played with it. So my 30-minute videos will not fit in there ever. But I think people get confused about what to post. So my generation, which is like 4 generations from both of you above, we like to write a lot. And Instagram is all about the pictures. It's about the story being told with the photo. And then hashtags confuse the heck out of people too. They don't know how to use them. They make their own up. I mean, sometimes it's funny, and then sometimes it's really overdone. So I think people don't know how to be impactful with that, which is awesome. I mean, that's what the event's about, Instagram 101.
Right.
I think people are afraid of it. My kids are in their 20s, and they don't use Facebook.
Right.
Instagram is what they do, and I think they only post pictures on Facebook so I can see them. It's not because
what they want you to see.
That's right. It's what they want me to see. So talk a little bit about how it can be used. You started it. How it can be used in business, and also the importance of taking the right photo, maybe. Because people, I don't know about you, Kim, but I see all these realtors that take like the MLS listing pictures. I'm embarrassed. I mean, they're so bad.
They're
I don't
so
want
bad.
I don't want a picture of a whole bunch of dirty dishes in the
Yes.
sink, and that's one of your MLS listings. So in any business, it's important to have quality. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you can set up an effective funnel with Instagram and Instagram TV. A lot of people write it off because they don't have 10,000 followers, which opens up a whole new spectrum of options for you as far as selling your business or tagging certain things. So some of the tricks that I'll teach you will set you up as though you have 10,000 followers. Swiping up without 10,000 followers. I'll be teaching how to create a trailer for your location or your property, and then set that up so that people who land on your page, they'll see the property, they'll be able to do a short tour of the property, and then they'll be able to contact you. So essentially turning your Instagram page into its own individual website. So while you have them, you can just drive them straight down to the property, straight down to
Because
contact.
the swipe up still confuses me.
Yeah.
The fact that people can put little emojis on there and the yes or no, I still don't know how to do that. But I think it can be really impactful. When I see that, I want to click yes or no, and then it brings me to whatever I'm supposed to be looking at. But I think those of us that don't do it all day long or don't know how to do it, Steph's on. Steffi, what's up? We're afraid of it. So you can't really, I mean, YouTube has videos about it, but it's not the same as having somebody here who understands how to do it, that can explain it to you in dumbed down terms, which is what I'm excited about. Because it's very hard to maneuver around. I mean, I barely have learned how to tag people on Instagram. That's a new thing. So I think people are afraid of it.
Yeah.
They're afraid of that, even though they know it's powerful. What do you do with people who say, all right, well, I already have, my business is already on Facebook. I've got, 100 followers on my Facebook page. Why is Instagram important for them when they think that they're getting all of their business from Facebook, when in reality they're missing out on the opportunity there with Instagram?
Facebook and Instagram, they're brother and sister. So Facebook bought Instagram.
That's correct. I think a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. So a lot of your ads that you may push through Instagram also funnel into Facebook and vice versa. So you can consider Instagram to be a companion to whatever you're doing on Facebook. What I like about Instagram is that it's like chess, right? You can chess essentially as a game. There's the rules, and you know the rules of chess, but everybody has a different strategy on how to win with chess. So with Instagram, what I'll be teaching you is different types of strategies to utilize the tools that you have to really convert, honestly. Because some people think if I just post this photo and then use this, hashtag, then I'll get all the traffic that I need, which isn't true because the algorithm will swallow up your post.
Absolutely.
And people will see that maybe a day later, maybe a couple
Maybe
days
never.
later. Yeah, maybe
never.
Yeah.
So the way that Instagram TV is set up, you can forego the algorithm black hole by creating content that lives on your specific page. And I'll be talking about this. So we set up your Instagram profile to be a billboard for a lot of what you're doing. So you can, I think the big thing with Instagram 101 is defeating the giant algorithm black hole that takes your post, throws it in a shuffle, and people might see it. But if your Instagram page, everything you do points back to your Instagram page, and your page is set up to be, to really work in your favor. So the first thing I focus on is your page, because I can count 6 mistakes that you're probably making right now.
I probably have 100 mistakes
Yeah.
on my page. I still don't understand why we don't have hyperlinks. A lot of people get really confused about that.
Yeah.
And I've learned because my daughters watch the Kardashians, so apparently they're famous for show links in the bio or look at my bio. And I'm like, why am I putting in my bio? Why can't I just have a
put it on it,
hyperlink?
yeah.
Like every other social media allows you to do, but Instagram is very specific about that.
It is.
And I think people don't know how to work that.
Well, you can be very pointed. So if you're trying to drive a specific message, you drive them back to your profile to get the actual link that you
Right.
want them. So
Yes.
right now, the Instagram link is on my profile, right? Because
Right.
that's exactly what I'm trying to push and promote right now. But then if they go to your profile, not only are they going to get the link to that, but then they're also going to see you and what you're
Right.
trying to push. So you can really set it up, as Fuego mentions, as kind of like a website. It's a one-stop shop to see who Kim is, what she does, why you would want to work with her, and so it's really going to be your brand awareness, but very pointed and strategic as far as what you're trying to accomplish.
So I didn't prep, of course, I didn't prep anybody for a question. I don't want you to give the answer as far as the solution, but I want to ask the question. What's the number one or the top mistake that people make when they're working with Instagram, especially when they're used to Facebook?
I think the number one mistake people make, and it's subtle, but your Instagram name and your profile name are two different things. A lot of people will put, at TED as the @ symbol, but then on your profile, that same name should not be on your profile. Because if you put @TED is your name, but your profile is TED Orlando Public Speaker, when people search for keywords like Orlando Public Speaker, then you would also rank high on that search because there's your name and then there's your profile name. And
Right.
your profile name should always be geographical. And that's a free one I'll give away.
That was nice of you.
That was
I really
big.
wasn't.
That's-
That's
that's
big.
a
But
gem.
you know what's
That's a
funny
gem.
is you're probably gonna have to repeat it. I'm like, God, I'm gonna need him to show me that.
Yeah.
That's what's fantastic about the event coming up.
Yes.
I mean, he's gonna give you real right there.
Right
You can
now.
write it all down. You can figure it out right there. And you're going to be able to take it right that minute and utilize it, implement it, make the changes that you need to make. All right, so the event is November 13th. And then I'll let Kim give a special code and talk a little bit about the location, what time, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so next Tuesday, November 13th, starts at 9 a.m. There will be breakfast included and some mimosas.
That type of morning.
Yeah.
She had to change the entire thing so I could go there. There's mimosas. I mean, I know what it's like.
Yeah, so breakfast, mimosas, and then we'll go straight into the event. I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about kind of the structure, but it's very hands-on, so make sure your phone is fully charged. We do have a charging station because it's going, we want you to follow along with what he's doing on your phone, so you get the practical application on how to actually do the story, or how to upload, whatever we're trying to do at that point. So 9 to 11:30, and it's at the Winter Park Country Club. And I do have a special code, so anyone that's listening,
We have a gift.
we have a gift.
We have a gift.
Yeah, it's free.
It's not just me this time.
So the discount code for your ticket is going to be the TED Show, all one word, and it will we'll run it till Friday at midnight.
Wonderful. All right. So give us a little bit about just a little bit of the outline of how it's going to work on the 13th.
Awesome. Yes. So I'm a zero fluff guy, and I'm the same way when I speak. So we will literally get right into it. We'll start with your profile. We'll go into your timeline and how to create content, and then we'll get heavily into Instagram TV. I may have about 6 to 8 slides, but after that, my phone is projected onto the screen. Your phone is in your hand, and we're immediately applying. It's not going to be any homework. By the time you leave the event, you will be making some big changes to your Instagram website /app that will drastically change how you use the app. So my goal is for you to message me on Instagram, Twitter, and say, hey, made these changes and it's really working for me.
That's awesome.
So bring your phone, bring a phone charger. We'll have a charging station, but you'll probably be on your phone for 60% of the event. And because I care about right now application, I do go to a lot of conferences, and some things are like, hey, here's homework, here's this, that, and sometimes you leave, and you kind of forget because life.
Right.
Yeah, you have like 7 missed calls.
So
you
much
have to
going
follow
on.
back up as soon as the event's over. So.
But my focus is going to be on teaching you theory, teaching you why, and then once you understand why, then we get into your phone and we start to apply the why, rhyming accidentally. But I'm super excited to change how you use Instagram, how you see Instagram. It's not just an app for hipsters, not just an app for food, because people like myself will understand what type of tool it is that we're thriving. So I'm going to be teaching a lot of things that a lot of people don't want you to know because they're secrets. So I gave away one today, but bring a notepad.
Listen, if you want the secrets, you have to register.
It's going to be great.
For
It's gonna
November
be great.
13th at the Winter Park Country Club.
Yes.
We're going to share all of the links, the link how you can register. The code is the TED Show, all one word. Starts at 9 o'clock, goes till 11:30, but you're going to be in there physically working on Instagram. Pretty much from the word go. That's what he's saying. So that's what we want, though. I want a hands-on. I get super tired of going to an event and it's only the first 5 minutes or the last 5 minutes and the rest of it's fluff in the middle. That's why I love what you said. So Jim says, hi, Fuego.
What's up, Jim?
Jim's awesome. He's got his big event coming up in I forget when it's coming up, buddy, but I know it's coming up. So go ahead,
one
please.
last thing that Fuego did not mention is bring your questions as well. So whatever he doesn't cover in the presentation, if it's on your mind, bring it. The last 30 minutes, we'll say 15, 30 minutes of the class is going to be open for question and answer. So you're going to really be able to access his mind and really, whatever you're trying to learn, bring your questions.
That's awesome. All right. Thank you guys for coming on. I'm
thank
super
you.
excited. November 13th,
Next
9
Tuesday.
9 a.m. But go on and register. Use the TED Show as the code. And I can't wait to see you guys there. I'm super excited. I'm bringing my phone. Look, I know you want me to engage with you during that time, but I want to learn. That's literally, that's why I'm super excited.
And it's for all ages. Don't feel like you're too old for Instagram or Instagram isn't something that I need, but it's going to be great.
Listen, if I'm not too old, you're not too old, just for the record. All right, thank you guys for being on. That
thank
was
you.
awesome.
Thank you so
great.
We'll share all the information. Love you. See you back soon.
Later.
Bye.
Mwah.